The chairman Local Council 3 Lefori Town Council said rice has done a lot to transform the lives of the people in Lefori under the Supreme Project. He, however, urged donors to support the project, which is about to close and improve on road network in Lefori so as to create easy access and link the farmers to the market, adding that there is also need to invest in environmental conservation.
The infrastructure system, the road network we are having in the town council is not good, and which is making it hard for the farmers to be linked to the market. Because if someone can produce somewhere, but reaching to the market, it's very hard because there is no proper road. So we have to, if there is any project that is coming to cover road-related aspect, we shall always welcome it, and also to protecting the environment.
Honorable Dulu Samuel, the chairman Local Council 3 Oche Sub-County, pledged their support to the beneficiaries of the Supreme Project, especially in terms of offering technical advice so as to sustain themselves even after the project closing out, saying their target is to ensure that the groups and beneficiaries continue to develop and sustain their own enterprises.
When a person can raise like 10 million, 20 million, definitely it becomes very hard for us at sub-county level to support those kind of farmers under PDM, where we support farmers by giving them 1 million. So we rather encourage those people now to open up and even go in for loans.
Mr. Oda Anthony, the Senior Assistant Chief Administrative Officer, Palorinya Sub-County in Obongi District, said besides the group achievements, there is need to check out the individual achievements of the beneficiaries.
Besides the group achievements, we need to delve deeper and look at the individual achievements. Our offices are going to be open 24 hours to these groups and the different individuals.
Mr. Olema Jackson, the component manager, Rice West Nile, said most of the programs they have been running within the communities are self-sustaining because they are skill-based, and implore the sub-county authorities to venture into monitoring the projects even after the projects have been closed so as to guide the beneficiaries in the right path and make them develop in their groups and individually.
Majority of the programs we run with the communities are self-sustaining because they are skill-based. People who have learned how to save money will never forget it after we have left. That is automatically sustainable. And then what we now want the sub-counties to do is to make follow-ups. There are some groups that are still lagging behind.
Mr. Apojo James, one of the beneficiaries in Palorinya Sub-County in Obongi District, urged his fellow farmers to always be determined and persistent in whatever they are doing so as to allow them achieve their targets.
When you fail, don't give up. They should continue. This is a sustainable life-spanning skill, because when we are not producing, we will not get enough good nutrition.
Mrs. Ajo Christine, a beneficiary in Meto Sub-County, lauded Rice West Nile for implementing the Supreme Project, saying this has been the first of its kind in Meto, where organizations pay cash directly to the beneficiaries, and adds that if the beneficiaries take up this project seriously, it will help them improve on their families.
And it was the first of its kind that the Rice Group are giving cash to people. And if people put in more effort in near future, people are able to raise their families and they are able to pay school fees.
The Rural Initiative for Community Empowerment, Rice West Nile, in consortium with World Vision Uganda, ZOA and SNV, secured funding from the European Union Trust Fund to implement a 4-year project called the Security, Protection and Economic Empowerment Supreme Project, which started in July 2020 and is expected to end in July 2024 in Moyo and Obongi districts. The project, which aimed at improving the economic well-being of the refugees and the host communities in the northern Uganda, covered over 333 groups and over 2,000 beneficiaries in both Obongi and Moyo districts, including the refugees and the host communities. The project is set to close down in July 31st, 2024, and it is upon this background that the stakeholders have been engaged in a close-out meeting by Rice West Nile to ascertain and forge a way forward on how to sustain the project after it closes out. I'm Dominic Anthony Okumo for West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Many SACCOs in Pakwach district have been reported to be poorly managed with inadequate financial controls and lack of transparency. This was revealed by Charles Muswa, an economist that says the causes are varied because some are victims of fraud while others are simply mismanaged to oblivion. Alfred Jawok reports.
In the early 2000s, SACCOs were all the rage in Pakwach district and Uganda at large, as some of the leaders promised members high returns on their savings, easy access to credit, and a sense of community. Thousands of people flocked to join these cooperatives, eager to improve their financial stability. But beneath the surface, trouble was brewing, as many SACCOs in Pakwach district were poorly managed with inadequate financial controls and a lack of transparency. Some were even run by individuals with dubious intentions who saw the cooperatives as a way to enrich themselves at the expense of their members. As the years went by, the cracks began to show. SACCOs started to collapse one by one, leaving thousands of members in financial ruin. Charles Muswa, an economist in Pakwach district, says causes were varied because some were victims of fraud while others were simply mismanaged. Muswa added that the first to fall was the Pakwachnam SACCO, which had boosted over 2,000 members. Its leadership had invested heavily in risk ventures, leaving the cooperative with a mountain of debt, and it finally collapsed. Members lost millions of shillings, leaving many in despair.
You cannot rule out cases of unethical practices on the part of management. Some SACCOs suffered because the management could not distinguish between liability funds and income funds, and so they went on expenditures that surpassed their capacities. At the end of the day, the mobilized funds got depleted.
According to Muswa, other SACCOs followed suit, each with its own tale of woe. The Pakwachnam SACCO, once hailed as a model of success, was found to have been looted by its own management. The SACCO, which had promised members astronomical returns, turned out to be a Ponzi scheme, leaving thousands in financial ruin.
So the issues of unethical and strategic management partly also contributed to those collapses. Others were straight fraudulent activities. Some management definitely took monies the wrong way, and that also contributed. But at the end of it all, what I think suffocated most of these SACCOs was even now the intense competition.
However, Gilbert Onenchan, Chairman Board Nebiwaka SACCOs, say that as the SACCO collapse continued, the government was forced to intervene. New regulations were put in place aimed at strengthening financial controls and protecting members' interests. But for many, it was too little and too late.
What we have learned is that majority of the members have been borrowing money to meet their basic needs, social issues that they could not be able to address with the income, which is the salary. Now they have reached a level where they have borrowed so many rounds of loans. Some of them could not even service all of them for now. Now, what other products are there?
He promised his members that Nebiwaka SACCO will not fall under victims of SACCOs which collapsed.
So as board, we are saying that yes, it is not enough just to borrow money which is available either with the SACCO or any other microfinance institution. What we need to do is that we need to develop an empowerment approach which would enable members to borrow money that they would put in actual investment, so that this vicious cycle of borrowing should stop at one point in time. If a member can get money for a project which is well conceived, a project which is well researched, and then when the proposal is evaluated, we should be able to fund a project that can work for the members.
Today, the SACCO landscape is vastly different from the one that existed just a decade ago. While some cooperatives still thrive, many others lie in ruins, a testament to the dangers of poor management and greed. The collapse of two SACCOs, Nam SACCO and Nam Village Bank Pakwach, serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of financial prudence and responsible leadership. As we move forward, we must learn from the mistakes of the past and work towards building a more stable and sustainable financial future for all. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Residents, especially farmers and motorists from the bordering areas of Irusi and Oweko and part of the Democratic Republic of Congo, have tasked the Nebi Municipality Authority to prioritize grading of the Nebi-Irusi Road, which has been in the municipality plans for a long time but has been neglected. Alfred Jawok reports.
Residents, especially farmers and motorists from bordering areas of Irusi, Oweko and part of DR Congo, have tasked Nebi Municipality Authority to prioritize grading of Nebi-Irusi Road, which has been in the municipality plans for a long time, and it has appeared the road has been neglected. The farmers who use the road to bring their produce to Nebi main market expressed frustrations that it has greatly affected business and the much needed service delivery to the population. Stephen Birwinyo, 34 years, a farmer and a resident of Jobasel along the affected road, says he has mobilized his youths to start working on some of the spots manually. According to Birwinyo, the municipality authority has paid deaf ears to their concerns for many years. Honorable Geoffrey Ngiriker, Mayor Nebi Municipality, in his response told West Nile TV that Nebi-Irusi Road is an important link and was prioritized for upgrading in the third quarter, but due to the limited resources, the proposed upgrading of the road was deferred for implementation under third and fourth quarter.
Now in this fourth quarter, we are grateful that they have given us now all the 500 million which we have. And then again, we are grateful that the road fund of 90 million has also come. So for that reason, right up now, we are monitoring the Irusi Nebi Road, which has been in the worst situation, and members or community has been complaining a lot, but our hands were tight because there were no money.
Ngiriker added that funding to work on the road has been received from Ministry of Finance and Planning, as the road affects mobilization efforts and frustrates the socio-economic transformation agenda of the people of Nebi Municipality and beyond.
So we are grateful now. We are monitoring the road. The fund is available. Within next week, Wednesday, we want the work to start. Now, when the work starts, it must be done to its expectation. I really applaud our people for being patient. Much as they were talking to us, we know that the road was bad, but we were waiting for them.
In the meantime, Akuma Muzamil, town clerk in the municipality, confirms that the road is in sorry state, which needs urgent attention from the municipality authority. He applauded the residents for being patient for long, but attributed the delay to central government.
They have been patient because third quarter we did not receive some money to do roads, and we have now received the money for both quarters in fourth quarter. However, as the local authority want promise that we shall not let them down. We shall make sure that the funds we have received we effectively and efficiently use so that the mobility in town is improved, and so that they do their business without incurring extra costs.
Olore Joseph Kasamba, Nebi Municipality engineer, assured the residents that the works on the road will commence on Wednesday, 8th May 2024 by the Municipality Engineering Works Department.
And now, since we have received the funding, we are going to embark on the roads which we had previously planned for quarter 3, and also continue with the roads for quarter 4. At the moment, we are going to begin with the Irusi Road, 3.4 kilometers, whose scope of work is first we shall have to clear the site and to widen some sections of the road.
The construction works of Nebi Erusi Road is expected to cost over 590 million shillings as grant from Ministry of Works and Transport under Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And Housing Census 2024 is here. Uganda is to conduct the Census 2024 this May to update our population status that will support government to plan for every citizen. The numeration team is in the field to respond to all the necessary interests by you and me as they register all of us. Note that the census night is 9th May 2024. Let us all be part of this exercise by working with the numerators, provide correct data and information. This exercise is to assist the government in planning government resources properly, provide efficient service delivery, and the formulation of national policies. The numeration will start on the 10th to 19th, 2024, and the counting will be done at our homes or places of residence. The Census 2024, it matters to be counted. This message is brought to you by Dr. Chris Mukiza, the Executive Director, Uganda Bureau of Statistics, and the Government of Uganda.
If you are a fan of soccer or as a fan of sports, it's the right time for you to get closer to your TV to know what is making headlines in the world of sports. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. Today we are jetting straight to European sports. I can confirm to you, I want us to start with the champions because in the last few days I've been giving you the updates of how things are transpiring in Sky Bet Championship. I can confirm to you today it has come to an end, and you will want to know the teams that have sealed the promotion to the English Premier League and also teams that are going back to League One. Before I give you the teams that have already sealed that automatic promotion to English Premier League, let's first take a look at the entire results of how the closing moments came to an end. Birmingham, of course, went on to beat Norwich by 1-0. We saw Ipswich Town beating Huddersfield Town by 2-0. Southampton were 2-1 winners over Leeds. Meanwhile, Leicester concluded the campaign after losing. In fact, by losing 2-0 into the hands of Blackburn Rovers. Hull City were edged by newly promoted side called Plymouth Argyle by 1-0. Middlesbrough ended the campaign thus by beating Watford by 3-1. Meanwhile, Rotherham, already relegated Rotherham, finished the campaign with the walloping of Cardiff by 5-0. Stoke City at Britannia were 4-0 winners over Bristol City. Meanwhile, Millwall went away to Liverpool Stadium, edging Swansea City by 1-0. And lastly, West Bromwich Albion were 3-0 winners over Preston North End. And this one brings us to the teams that have already earned that automatic promotion to English Premier League. Leicester City managed to finished with 97 points. They are the champions, overall champions, followed by Ipswich Town after 2-0 win over the team of Huddersfield Town. They have also gained the promotion to English Premier League. Since 2002, they are back to English Premier League. Third on the log is Leeds, fourth is Southampton, then fifth is the team of West Bromwich Albion, and the top six is completed by Norwich. Like I said earlier on, the top two automatic promotion to English Premier League. Meanwhile, the remaining 4 teams will have to go for playoffs, whereby one team will join Leicester City and the team of Ipswich Town. And then down in the relegation, teams like Birmingham, you talk about Huddersfield Town, and lastly Rotherham, they are going to the third tier of English football. I'm talking about Sky Bet League One. Let's leave that one there and we talk about the top tier of English football. I mean English Premier League. In the early kickoff of the day, we saw the team of Arsenal humbling the Cherries Bournemouth by 3-0 to see that they actually go 4 points clear on top of English Premier League. That one wasn't the only game which took place. We also had other games. Burnley playing out a barren draw with the team of Fulham. There was a game between Newcastle and the team of Burnley where Newcastle beating Burnley by 4-1. Then we saw Nottingham Forest still continuing to see that, fighting to see that they avoid the relegation, and they had 3-1 win over the team of Sheffield United. And as I talk right now, the game between Manchester City and Wolves is on the way. 7:30 is the kickoff of the game between Manchester City and the team of Wolves. Still tomorrow, games are set to be played, whereby Chelsea will be staying at Stamford Bridge as they take on the team of West Ham. And for the team of Liverpool, they will be locking horns with the team of Spurs. And this game will be taking place at Anfield. And Monday Night Football shall see one game on the card between Crystal Palace and the team of Manchester United. And this game will be taking place at Selhurst Park. And yesterday night, one game was played between Luton Town and the team of Everton, which saw the both sides sharing the spoil. It ended 1-1. Right now, you look at the highlights of the table. The team of Arsenal is right now sitting on top with 83 points, followed by Manchester City second with something of 79. Third on the log is Liverpool with 75, and top 4 is completed by the team of Aston Villa with 67 points. Meanwhile, down in the relegation zone, teams like Luton Town, you talk about Burnley, not forgetting about a certain Sheffield United, they still continue to slip in the relegation zone. This is the update I can give you as far as English Premier League is concerned. Before we take a look at the other stories, games we also played in German Bundesliga, we saw the team of Bayern Munich being beaten by Stuttgart, which ended by 3-1 for Bayer Leverkusen. They are already the champions, but they will be playing tomorrow. And also in other stories, David Raya, the custodian for the team of Arsenal, has already won the Golden Glove in English Premier League, keeping 14 clean sheets already out of the games he has managed to play for the team of Gunners. And he had been competing with the custodian of Everton, that's Jordan Pickford, and after him conceding yesterday, that's Pickford in the 1-1 draw between Everton and Luton Town, and afterwards David Raya has been declared as the champions as far as the work of custodian is concerned. And let's finalize everything with what is coming from German Bundesliga again. It's all about Marcus Reis making it clear that he will be leaving the team of Borussia Dortmund at the end of the season. He started his career with the German-based club before moving to Borussia Mönchengladbach, and he returned to the club in 2012. Since then, he has been with the BVB side, and he was part of the squad that went up to the finals of the UEFA Champions League in 2013. Unfortunately, they were beaten by their arch-rivals, that's Bayern Munich. Right now, the players with whom he was together, they have already left the camp, with the exception of only one, that's Matt Hummels, the likes of Roman Weidenfeller, Pizek, Marcel Smelza, Blazkowski. All of them, they have left the team of Borussia Dortmund. That means, as I said, he will be leaving the team of Borussia Dortmund at the end of the season. Since 2012 up to now, do the mathematics, statistics, that means 12 years with the team of Borussia Dortmund. That one brings us to the end of today's edition of Nile Cast Sports News, and it has been me, Benson Pastore. Let's link up again on Monday, as I will be in person to give you the roundup of what
That was Orako Benson Pastore giving us the highlights of the news bulletins and the sports bulletins of the day. I thank you viewers for always taking the time to be with us today. From the beginning of the Nile Cast to the end of the Nile Cast, only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name remains Okumuringa Christine. Have a good evening.